Hey, it's your girl Lola Zee on Let's Talk Supernatural.
Spirits, demons, ghosts, spiritual gifting, and paranormal activity. It's about to get raw and uncut.
Ain't nobody talk about this
here on LTS Radio.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, I know. Listen to this show on Blog Talk Radio. Yo, it's your girl Lola Zee, and we back up on this thing. Don't let James be the guest host. Malik ain't here today, so fuck it.
So I'm the guest host today. How's everybody doing?
Okay, and the topic of the day is gonna be the bullshit that goes on in the church. Now, I probably struck a few nerves when I said that, but that's what we're gonna talk about. Why I picked this topic? Because on the last video we had James on the show, and he had said something about the church, and it brought a lot of attention. So we're gonna go ahead and make that a topic. Go ahead and get that shit out the way. Before we do that though, I got to give y'all the spirit of the day. You know what I'm talking about? So the spirit of the day is Deva. It's a demonic spirit. Now, Deva demonic spirits are one of the most common demonic spirits ever to exist. This is the demon you can see in the dark because of how dark he is. So, in other words, this nigga is blacker than black. I don't know, you be in the dark and you see shapes, you gonna see that motherfucker, he black as hell. Now, I don't know if y'all remember the boogeyman from back in the day or whatever. This is what it says. It says very often people will see him in their peripheral, just to turn around and find that there is nothing there. They've attacked children in their sleep and is the original boogeyman. So when I seen that, I was just like, so this where the fuck the boogeyman came from. I always thought it was just a motherfucker with a whole bunch of boogers on it that, you know, people made up just to scare kids or whatever, but that's where it came from. So it also says he can grow to become 7 feet tall and stands over the beds of adults during their sleep and may even hold them down to push them into the pits of hell, removing adults' ability to make sound. So I'm sitting here like, that's a part of sleep paralysis. Am I right, James?
Yeah, that's where a lot of that comes from, is sleep paralysis and Deva.
Okay, so the motherfucker's 7 feet tall and he fat as fuck. I don't know if y'all see the picture or not. I don't know if they got it up, but that motherfucker got bye-bye arms. And when I say bye-bye arms, when you wave bye-bye, you got this fat hanging. That motherfucker is fat as hell. Now, what else they saying is he moves swiftly and can make you think that you are seeing things. So this demonic spirit is so powerful because humans are developed a number of scientific explanations surrounding his phenomena. You know what? Scientists always fucking some shit up.
Right.
When it comes to supernatural, they gonna forever fuck shit up. And just like, they don't even know they done made this nigga bigger by saying, oh, it's just atoms and oxygen and pH 2, blah, blah, blah.
Right, and psychological disorders for children and all kinds of stuff. You're going through sleep paralysis. You didn't get enough sleep the night before. It's ridiculous. Right. So scientists are definitely trying to override the supernatural activity in life and that people really don't understand, which kind of segues into what we are going to talk about today.
Well. And that is the bullshit that goes on in church, baby.
I like to call this episode the fuck church episode.
Oh shit, it's finna get real up in this motherfucker today. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, what the fuck is the shouting shit they be doing in that goddamn church building? Like, I don't know about y'all, but as a kid growing up, my whole family, church holier than thou. You better not pick up a cigarette or say a cuss word in front of them and the whole family gonna shun your ass away. So, and that's on my mama's side. I ain't speaking on my daddy's side. My daddy's side ratchet as fuck. We smoke and drink, all kind of shit going on that side. I'm talking about my mama's side. So anyway, growing up in the church, in the pews, it was always people standing up shouting out the blue, pastor, it be singing and going on. Motherfuckers can't sit back down because they start shouting. I just be wanting to know, what the fuck is that, James? What the fuck?
I can't answer what the hell it is.
You know,
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, there was this one video, and we need to show that video. It's a video of the lady, she's pow, wow, and it's very new. And she is going to fuck off in the church, and people dying.
She did what?
Pow, wow.
His anointing. Don't sell your anointing for a bowl of soup. Don't sell it to your family and your friend. He gave up the anointing, Rio Shai. And God, look for somebody that can seek me early where I might be found. Put me for your job. Put me for your family. Put me for your money. Put me first. For the power.
I mean, you touch the head, and titties is flying, and it looks fucking ridiculous. But this is what people do in the church. They do this all the time, and they feel like that's the way the church is supposed to be. They feel like that's supposed to be a form of supernatural activity. That when I touch you, we heal.
They call it the Holy Ghost. Ain't that what they call it?
The Holy Ghost.
What the fuck
Holy
is
Mess.
the Holy Ghost?
I don't know. I know what the Holy Ghost is as it pertains to biblical, but I don't know what it means church, because everybody likes to connect the church to the Bible and the Bible to the church. And to me, neither one of those connect. But as far as the Holy Ghost in the Bible, that was the original ghost of God, the Spirit of God. So they say, you catching the Holy Ghost. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I couldn't. So you have now minimized the Spirit of God to. That's the Spirit of God. They all going. That's. I can't. I just fucking can't.
They done caught a seizure. Not no damn Holy Ghost.
Now science. That right there.
That's what they gonna say in science.
No, fuck that. That is science. That's called a seizure.
Oh shit. This is caught a whole lot of seizures in the church.
Call 911. The hell.
Then they be standing behind each other trying to hold each other up and shit.
Yeah. Then they put the cover on because you're supposed to be in your sheets. So they put the white cover over them. That's the replication of that you've been covered by the covering.
A sheet.
Somebody ought to clap your hands for the Lord. Woo! All right. Hey!
Sissimi. She don't worry about it.
Glory. Woo! My. While the Lord is moving, He's moving. Somebody point this way and say, Lord, do it. Come on, point this way and say, Lord, do it. Lord, you spared life. You brought him from death door. Hallelujah. When the doctor said, it's almost over.
A sheet. Mm-hmm.
Like a sheet from off my bed. I done took a sheet off my bed.
It got to be wholly sanctified.
So the pastor done prayed over this sheet.
He's prayed over these sheets. These sheets oftentimes stay in the back or in the dryer room if you got a really nice church, or just somewhere folded up neatly. And the kids from the Sunshine Choir folded them up and put them over there. And so you go unfold them, unravel them, and put them over there on top of the people that fell on the floor. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sums that up. Okay, now I gotta talk about the last video that you did, and you were saying something about the pastor being rich and the congregation being broke as fuck. Mm-hmm. Were you referencing that they was giving all their money to the pastor, or what was you? What?
I'm referencing exactly what I said. They're giving their money to the pastor, and they don't have any money to begin with. Hands down, like they're giving their money there, and then they robbing Peter to pay Paul, and Paul just so happened to be the pastor. So they're robbing Peter to pay the pastor, and then they giving their money to the church, and then they can't pay their light bill, and then they ask the church for money for the light bill. Then the church has an excuse as to why they can't.
Right. And
then the wife or the lady of the home, she goes and sucks the pastor's dick. And then the pastor then says, "I'll give you $5 for some head. I'll give you $5 on that."
Now you saying this is the congregation coming to suck the pastor's dick, or are you saying this is this like the apostle or the evangelist?
It could be whoever the fuck needs the light bill paid. Pastors doing that. We got pastor on pastor. Oh hell no! We got
wait a goddamn second. You said pastor on pastor?
Yeah, pastor on pastor.
Meaning man and man.
Man and man. Mm-hmm.
In the church.
In the church, out of the church, on the church, whoever the fuck they want to fuck.
But wait, I thought their belief said man should not sleep with man.
Well, the only people that reference that often about the belief system and the processes of the belief are the people that actually don't do it. Because they have to keep force feeding it in your head to help you identify what they're going through. And in psychology, that's called projection. Projection. Well, I'm going to sit here and project what I have going on onto other people, but really I have that shit going on, so I'm going to keep on telling people what they should believe and how they need to go against it.
Now, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's some psychological shit.
What the fuck?
And they do it all the time. You got pastor on pastor, you got pastor on wife. We got, even in the Catholic Church, we got kids sucking pastors' dicks.
What the fuck? See, that I be hearing stories about that shit, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I don't know if I wanted to believe it or just kind of push my mind. It's like, girl, that shit ain't going on.
Yeah, push your mind to the side. A lot of people do that because they don't want to hear that shit. Because could you imagine your child sucking the pastor's dick?
Yeah, that's some foul. That's beyond foul. Like, nigga,
and
you going under the jail.
What, you going to say something about it?
You damn right.
That's, I'm not saying you, but a lot of women start off like that and say, I'm going to say something about it. But their child be the main one sucking the pastor's dick.
Hold on, wait a second. So you're telling me that the mother is allowing for the child to suck the pastor's dick?
Because the pastor's dick, okay, is the interim of the spiritual realm. It encompasses the youth that child brings to the pastor to make sure that pastor stays in the realm of God and in his youthfulness and God is in him, and that he can now continue his journey as your pastor. And that's actually a new concept, but originally it was the pastor's dick in the little boy's ass.
You know what?
That was the original thing, and that kept the pastor's youth because he has to stay alive. You want your pastor to be alive, don't you?
This is the old pastor?
No, this is the current pastor. This is new pastors. This is today. This is 2017, 18, 19, 20, onward.
So the pastor believed that if the little boy suck his dick, he gonna get some youth somewhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the nut is power. I even saw on Facebook where a preacher had a woman in the swimming pool sucking his dick, and it's very common. This is a very common thing.
I just can't.
And you get wrapped up in it, and when you get wrapped up in it, you kind of lose the morality factor. What I mean by wrapped up in it, like right now your mind is like, oh, hell no, what the fuck? But as you get into that type of lifestyle, that shit remains really, really regular. So you kind of get into it and believe in it, and now you in it.
That sounds like some real brainwash shit.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't believe in brainwashing. I believe that people, you don't ever get brainwashed. You just end up doing what you really wanted to do.
In the first place.
Yep. That's why you know, because people don't do what they don't want to do. I don't know anybody that has. I don't believe people don't. I think that people, you may have had an instinct that you may have always liked that pastor. You know, you might have liked her. She's a woman or a man or whatever. That pastor, maybe you always wanted to fuck. And all of a sudden, the pastor said, we're going to have a swimming pool party. Some people going to get saved that night. And I'm going to save you through some head. And so if it's a woman pastor, the guy go over there and eat that pussy, or the woman go over there and suck his dick. Whatever it is, she want to do that anyway. He want to do that anyway.
I'm not fooling with you on that shit.
I mean, I don't believe anybody does anything they don't want to do. I just don't. I think that's bullshit.
Unless they just want to be accepted, because you got people out here doing all kind of shit just
acceptance
to be accepted.
is still what you wanted to do. Whatever it is that you needed to do to get what you want, whatever that might be, you still did it. If you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. Hands down. Now, against your will, that's different, but these situations don't happen against your will. And then people want to give it this level of victimization. Oh no, they did it against their will because they believed in the man of God. You can believe in the man of God, but you don't have to be fucking stupid. That's the problem. People want to act like everybody's fucking stupid. People like to minimize situations when you're actually put into a circumstance. Right. It's like, oh, she's dumb. Oh, now she's dumb, but she wasn't dumb when she was doing what she was doing before. Right. But now she's dumb because she sucked his dick. She didn't know any better. It's the pastor's responsibility. I'm not going against the pastor. I'm not saying it's not the pastor. I'm not doing any of that. But what I am saying is that pastor looked at that woman. That woman gave some type of eye contact. He knew he could do it, and it happened. These things don't just happen because, oh, I choose you, and she's brainwashed. Ha! Now she sucks dick. No, that's not how that works.
So wouldn't that be kind of like infiltration?
It could be infiltration, but infiltration still comes from a thought of what you wanted to believe. You want to believe something. You want to believe this or you want to believe that. And somebody can come in and deter you easily. So sometimes you got to do what you call a self-check.
You better check yourself.
Yeah, you got to check yourself. I do it very often. I talk to so many people, and people tell me things they want me to believe, and I got to self-check myself. Like, do I believe that? Is that really a part of me? Do those conflict with my values, morals, ethics, and beliefs? What the hell do they do? And I realize it ain't got shit to do with me, so it doesn't impact me.
How the fuck do the pastor always tell you to pray when you see a ghost or a demon, and that shit scaring the living shit out of you without giving you a reason? Like, you want to know why the fuck is the bitch in my house, but they always telling you, go pray.
Oh, that's simple. Pastors don't know what to do in those situations. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, most pastors don't believe in supernaturality.
How can you be in a spiritual professional?
It's a business. It's a business. This is a business, and it's $1 million industry. You make millions, and sometimes even billions of dollars from this industry.
I mean, I get that. TDJ, fucking Creflo Dollar. I can sit here and listen.
Listen to the last name. But the point in the matter is that shit is definitely a business. It's a business.
What the fuck is a demonic force purpose? Why is it there? Because you can't get that answer in the church, and apparently we can't get it from members in the group as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily expect that a lot of people would know the difference between what a demonic force is, and that's known as the demonological spectrum. And a lot of people are not familiar with that, so it's not very popular. Many religions don't teach on it or train on it, but you have 3 different types of demonic processes. You have a demonic force, demons, and demonic entities. A lot of people think those are interchangeable and they're all the same, and they're very different in the slightest way. A demonic force is a specific force that has been put on you by a demonic entity of some sort, or by a person or human being. It was put on you. And so that's why it's called a force. And so a lot of times when you are living amongst demonic forces, those forces are then on you, and people call them curses or something of that nature. But it depends on where it came from, where it's derived from. That's what makes it demonic, if it came from hell. Then you have demons. Demons are actual entities or things that are put here on earth to actually specifically do something to you for a specific purpose. Right. And then you have the actual, the demons, demonic forces, and you have the demonic entity. The demonic entity, although unlike the actual demon itself, the entity is literally an entity that is used or has been given some type of power that can now do something to you. And that's where you see the monsters, deva, things like that. Those are demonic entities. But demonic entities are like a plethora of different things under an umbrella. Okay. So you have different things. So when I hear people talk about demonic forces all the time, and they reference them as demonic entities or demons, they're incorrect in that area. But a lot of people don't know about that. Right. And it's not really about a technical circumstance. It's more about understanding where they derive from. Okay. And so, all of them derive from hell. That's where the word this demon derived from hell, and the entity itself is here on earth. It's right there. The demonic force is a force put onto you by an entity or a person, and then you have the demonic, the demon itself, which is the actual thing that's derived from hell and put right here in front of your face. It's like right straight from the pits of hell.
That's some scary shit.
And honestly, we don't deal, and people think they do. You don't deal with demons a lot.
Right. And why not though? Demons
live in hell. So when people say, "Oh, I deal with demons all the time," if you are dealing with demons, then you have gone through multi-dimensional processes, meaning that you've gone into the pits of hell, and people do it all the time. But demons cannot necessarily survive on Earth. That's what most people don't understand. They just can't. But they send out task force known as legions to come on Earth, and they can survive Earth, and they come in the form of demonic forces and other demonic entities, and they can actually survive. So a demon itself necessarily does not impact a person. You may see them, but it's not necessarily anything they can do to you, like the Hat Man.
Right.
The Hat Man is a demon. Now, many people say he's,
spirit, because I thought he was a spirit.
Yeah, he looks like a spirit, comes off as a spirit, but he transitions back and forth through Earth because he's a shadow entity, but he's not actually a shadow entity because shadow entities do not dwell in the same place. So as you begin to become a lot more knowledgeable of the situation, you begin to realize how you identify it. You identify it through where it lives, where it dwells. That's what you determine, which makes the outcome of whatever it is powerful, less powerful, and you can identify the characteristics and the traits.
Okay.
It's based on where it came from. And so you have 7 different dimensions, and you have different portals. And I'm not going to go into too much of that. It's going to get way more conceptual and deep.
That's a whole nother topic.
And that's all in the school particularly. But once you identify where a legion or a demon or where even a demonic forces come from, you'll be able to clearly identify how to remove it and get rid of it.
Right.
Because you know where it came from. If it comes from the pits of hell,
you send that bitch back.
You send it back to hell. The issue is that people, witches, voodoo doctors, they always try to do that, but they don't ever necessarily know where it came from.
Wow.
That's the problem. So the shit stays on you until they figure it out. So
paranormal experts normally know about the entity or the demonic force or the demon or whatever the fuck that
No.
is.
A paranormal expert, that's very different.
Oh, okay.
People, again, put paranormal and supernatural in the same box, and they're different.
Okay, so wait a second. Now I'm confused. Okay, so paranormal and supernatural is 2 different categories.
Yeah, paranormal has to do with what you see.
Okay.
What I mean by what you see, like this phone moved.
That was some paranormal ass shit.
That was a paranormal activity.
Okay.
The phone moved. We don't know who moved it, but it was an entity that moved the phone.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, I'm not a paranormal expert. Never want to say I am. I'm a supernatural expert, but a paranormal expert knows how to identify apparitions, which are known as poltergeist or ghost or things that can manipulate the physical realm.
Okay.
Now, supernatural goes beyond paranormal. Now we're talking about the psychological aspects of why a person is operating the way they are.
Right.
That's supernatural. Why is Katy Perry all over the place? What's happening? That's supernatural. But let's take a quiz. If Katy Perry was lifted up off the stage and we couldn't see who it was, what is that?
Time to get the fuck out. The fuck? Fuck a ticket, concert ticket, bitch. Keep the money out.
But what would that be?
That would be paranormal.
That's paranormal, right? Because it still manipulated something in the physical. So a lot of paranormal experts try to go out of their scope of practice because they get into supernatural stuff, and no one yet, except for the school, has really identified and solidified where supernatural starts and ends, where paranormal starts and ends. So paranormal experts kind of jump into the supernatural side too, and they don't necessarily have to. And what's really good about it, you can have a certain gift, the ability to see things and stuff like that, and then be able to be a paranormal expert. So you can kind of dibble and dabble on both sides.
Okay.
But when you look at it from the actual industrial standpoint or the standpoint of scope of practice, you want to look at what you're dealing with.
Right.
So you want to go to a supernatural expert, which is very new, which is what we're developing here. A supernatural expert will be the one to tell you about what kind of demonic force is near you.
Right.
What kind of situation or route might be on you.
Okay.
A paranormal expert will tell you if there's a ghost in your house, where does that ghost dwell? And then you have to ask the supernatural expert, where did that ghost come from?
And why the fuck is it here?
And why is it here? So so you see where the processes meet.
Right.
And they work hand in hand. They work
really.
Like, you want both of them if you want to be safe. You want to pay for both to come to your home. But you definitely, the paranormal is going to be able to have the tools needed to read into the ghost, to hear the ghost. And paranormal experts also know how to do what you call summoning. Summoning is when you bring it in too.
We ain't bringing shit in here.
But that's what paranormal experts do. Supernatural experts don't necessarily summon a damn thing. We ain't summoning shit. What we are going to do, we are going to tell you what's already summoned. So if you ask a supernatural expert, could you bring my mama back? A paranormal expert probably could. A supernatural expert,
Don't look at you like
they don't
crazy.
necessarily. We don't do that. We deal with what's already here. That's beyond the paranormal.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Hopefully that kind of clears some stuff up.
Yeah, it did. It actually did. Thank you for clearing that on up.
Definitely.
Now, I think now after you explained that, the church need to have a paranormal expert and a motherfucking supernatural expert in that bitch sitting right behind the pastor. So when somebody come, pastor, it's something in my goddamn house, he can move to the side.
Well,
that's y'all feel.
As a pastor, they should have some type of expertise in that area. They should. Mm-hmm. They really should. But most of them don't. They just kind of do what the fuck they want to do and get paid.
A lot of people that's in a supernatural or spiritual or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they say the Bible contradicts itself because the Bible can be hard to understand at times, and I understand that because it's written in some weird ass fucking language. What do you have to say about that? And as far as the contradicting part,
the Bible, that's more of an opinion thing to me. To me, the Bible doesn't necessarily contradict itself. Mm-hmm. I think that people don't understand it. I also believe the Bible is outdated.
Okay.
I don't think any of that shit is even true right now in this day and time. But what I do know that the Bible brings, it brings law.
Right.
So, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, the woman, right? Mm-hmm. The woman provides grace to the man.
Right.
That's known as edification. She helps keep that man afloat in a relationship. So when if he doesn't have God, and when he decides to leave the woman, he will then die. Or if he decides to, cheat or be, an infidel, he will die. So that's where you get widows. Mm. A lot of people look at it like, oh, it's a widow, that's normal. But why don't we have a lot of men that have women wives that die? It's not that it's rare. It's not as many as widows. Mm. But then science comes back and says, oh, that's because men die before women. There's a new thing out now saying that women die before men. They don't fucking know. I know that in the Bible it does state that women, there's the widow, the man needs to be edified, yada yada. And that's the reason why. But I'm using that as an example to say that the Bible does have law, spiritual law. But I would not necessarily use the Bible as a way to determine your next move. Right. That shit is dated as fuck. I'm talking about
that bitch
dated like a motherfucker.
I wonder why the fuck they ain't made no new Bible yet. What the fuck?
Anybody can make a new Bible. Anybody can make a new Bible. Just make it.
That shit gotta have current events.
Well, and it should, but everybody wants to stick to the old shit because you can manipulate it. It's the number one best-selling book often, all time. But you can manipulate the words of the Bible because it doesn't have a straightforward content. Right. The way that it's written, the literature is very ambiguous in various ways because you can interpret it how you want to. But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck?
Not me.
I mean, you don't have to follow. I mean, you can follow the Bible, but again, following the Bible based on religious context is called religion. Hands down. So you're following it based on Jesus Christ was on the cross. Some people say he was on a stake. Some people say he was probably making a steak. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
but the man...
I want my shit well done. You heard that? Okay.
I mean, the man is... I don't know. It's really up to whoever the fuck... Whatever you want to believe is up to you. But it's annoying. Really. Honestly, it's annoying as fuck.
Anywho, so we're gonna move right along to the hot shit with everybody wanting. James, I got a question, James. I need to email. Where your assistant at?
Can I say something for the record? Can I say something for the record? I don't like reading.
You don't like reading?
No. I don't like reading people. To me, reading people, and this is gonna sound real fucked up.
Hey, this is what we have. We say some fucked up shit on this goddamn shit.
I did readings when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is gonna sound fucked up. This is all me. Like, this is me. If you're still reading people, I think that you have not yet formulated your full potential and your purpose. Right. Now, I read people all the time, but I believe my purpose is greater than reading one person. I believe that people have purposes for the masses. I believe that people have purposes. If you save one, each one reach one, whatever you're going to do. But I think that your purpose your gifting should grow and flow and get bigger and bigger and bigger as you grow. I don't believe that it stays in a ball.
So you pretty much, if you remain reading somebody and you haven't tried to move forward, you ain't doing shit. You remaining stagnant.
Yeah, your gift is going to make way for that.
Right.
You're gonna notice it. I noticed that when I use my gift on many occasions, and it works with the masses. It doesn't necessarily work. It works well with one-on-one, but I don't feel that fulfillment doing one-on-ones. It's actually very draining. I feel good as fuck when I'm talking to massive groups of people or on a bigger scale. And I'm not downtrodden to anybody that's still doing readings as a living or just in general. I believe that reading should come if you have that desire, the Holy Spirit, or whatever spirit you believe in or entity has told you need to do that reading. Otherwise, I think the gifting should be more commercialized. When I say commercialized, I ain't talking about like a market.
Not like Miss Cleo.
No, not that. But
Call him
it should be made bigger than that, than just one person. That's what I think. And a lot of people get stuck right there. But nobody's talking about that either. People get big and puffed up over reading people. But everybody can read people. Anybody can read people.
Right.
Psychologists read people all the time. But, I guess whatever floats your boat. I just don't like reading because it's actually very annoying. It's draining. But go figure. Come with the territory. Fuck it. What you got?
I mean, you can say that though, James, because you've been doing this shit with me since you was 5. You got this group of people that we done created that's learning that they got gifts. Some people don't even realize they got gifts. They think it's just intuition or it's just a dream. Yeah. So when they find out they got a motherfucking gift and they read that first person and that shit is accurate as fuck, you can only imagine what's going through their mind.
No, that's fine. This is your first. I'm talking about now, and that's the thing. I ain't talking to no unseasoned people right here. This is what I'm referencing.
Oh, you talking about the ones that's been doing this shit.
I'm talking about motherfuckers who's out here talking about, I do this shit. I've been here. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I live this shit, bitch. You can do that. That's absolutely fine. I'm talking about even before the group. I've known people that's older than me that are still doing this shit. To me, your gift should be a lot bigger than reading a person. I'm just saying. Now, people are not gonna like me for saying that. People are going to get mad. They're going to say that's fucked up because maybe God got my gift to be reading people one person at a time. I don't believe the bullshit.
What's for you is for you.
I don't believe the bullshit. I just can't. I don't. I just think that maybe you're a lazy ass son of a bitch who wants to, puff up your gift, and people, unseasoned people might find that shit to be amusing. But when you're dealing with a person like me, you're going to come a whole nother level because that's bullshit. If you're at a certain level, you should be transitioning into transcendental components, going into other worlds. That's what we're here for. We are spiritual beings. So if you're still here on earth giving somebody a reading, touching somebody's hand, come on.
Come on up.
So yeah, I'm not talking about people like yourself.
Come on up. Yeah, because I'm still learning.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people who are in a position in their life where they have already mastered the reading point and you still there.
Right.
Let's glow up. For real.
Glow up, bitch. Not glow down or glow stagnant. Whatever makes sense.
So reading is cool. And it's very, to me, it's I ain't gonna say a waste of my time, but it takes away from my time.
Right.
So that's the same shit. So it's a waste of my time. Fuck it.
I can agree with that draining shit because when I did that little emotional pool the other day with some dude, a grown ass man, he started crying like he was spilling out all his fucking business. Like I would ask that man one fucking question. Like for instance, you ain't in love with your wife no more, are you? Because that's what I felt. That motherfucker broke down, started fucking crying. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Oh my gosh. Well, then that gets me to start talking about some other stuff. Now, I mean, that's really good. That's called the core. The core is very important. As a reader, you want to work on the core. What most readers, amateur readers do, they do what I call cushioning. Cushioning is when you don't know what the fuck you're reading. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Right. You're reaching. You saying all kinds of shit until you get one thing. You see the eyebrows rise up and the person says, oh, or that bullshit there. And then you stick to that one thing the whole time. That's called cushioning. So you've made a soft pillow of bullshit, just a bunch of bullshit. And whatever they pick out, that one piece of cotton or that one feather piece, that's when you're going to say, okay, we're going to stick on that. And you're going to keep talking about that same shit over and over and over and over and over because that's all you fucking know because you really don't know how to read. That's called cushioning. But what you did, you found the core. That's how you get powerful readings. I'm actually doing an ebook now that describes and explains how to do a powerful reading.
And that bitch lit too. I read. Send me the first 4 pages, y'all. That bitch is lit. I just want to say that. Okay.
So and I think it's really good because nobody talks about how to give a powerful reading.
Right.
Everybody talks about the bullshit. Everything is fucking bullshit to me.
You must sin.
I'm a Scorpio, y'all, so y'all know naturally I think I'm gonna be bullshit to me.
You must meditate.
You already passed that stage. Everybody already meditated. Everybody already did yoga. Everybody already talked to the spirit guide. People already talked to entities, demonic forces. People have already done that shit. It's 2017. If you haven't done that shit, you're probably an atheist.
Step your gifting up, bitch.
It's time to go to that next level. That's where we're not, at the next level. Where we at? Are you still talking about I meditate in the dark? You can close your eyes for that shit. That's bullshit. People are going to the next level now. So if you're still stuck on bullshit, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to be in a position to where you're going to be stuck on some amateur, mediocre shit.
Yeah, Brittany in this goddamn studio acting the fuck up. That shit funny. I'm sorry. That's some real shit, though. That is some real fucking shit. Oh, my God. I'm done. Come on, answer this boy questions. We got to get this motherfucker moving. Brittany around here crawling around on the floor and shit. I cannot. So I did a little game in the group or whatever. And I said, guess the number 1 through 100. The number was 64. And after 300 comments, now I'm playing. It was like 200.
Yeah, I'd say from what I saw.
It was like 200 comments. And out of those 200 comments, I think one person answered right.
And I got it. And I got the email. Is it Al Tariq Abram?
Al Tariq, astrologer boy.
Okay. How you doing, Al Tariq? Hopefully you're doing very, very well. I'm reading the question here. You have multiple questions in one question.
And you little slick thing. You ain't slick, child.
And what is he, a Virgo?
I'm not sure what he is.
I think he's a Virgo. Let me see.
Virgo. Yeah, he a Virgo.
I get along with Virgos very well, but y'all think y'all fucking slick. I'm not. Y'all got me trying to read all.
They
these
do. My boyfriend is
questions.
a motherfucking Virgo. That shit is right. Go ahead though.
So I'm looking at the question. I'm gonna answer the most prominent question here. I'm feeling as if I need to go out to LA, California to enhance my music career and get my album up and running. Do you feel that this is the right move? And then you go in and talk about how your sister's already there. She seems to be doing well. And you just need an experienced musician to partner with to channel your unique style of music. And you're also considered moving to LA to join a professional grade band that suits you. And how do I see that playing out? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see you moving to LA because you don't have enough money to move to LA. If you do move to LA anytime soon thereafter, what I'm referencing, you're going to be living with somebody, but you're going to move your ass right back. My spirit feels like you are living in North Carolina. I don't know specifically where you are, but I think you're in North Carolina. And I don't see you moving to LA. I see you visiting LA, trying this out, and failing horribly. Do not get mad at me for the viewers that are listening to me. Everyone says, why would he deliver fucked up information like that? Well, the reason I'm delivering fucked up information like this is because 9 times out of 10, this is not for him. He is supposed to do something in North Carolina, but he feels like he does not have the correct support, the right people around, and stuff like that. That's because he has burnt some bridges here in North Carolina, not in a negative way, but just because of the way in which he handles things. It has a lot to do with him being the kind of person that does not finish things and go through and finish tasks and have multiple things going on at one time. That's what fucks him up. And so when you work with him, he has to see that shit through. And if he doesn't, he's going to burn a bridge. And in California, they don't roll like they roll in North Carolina. I'm telling you that right now. California, you got to see that shit through. Hands down.
That's some real shit. You go to California, you doing big shit. You ready to do some big shit. Ain't no hesitating.
Right. And so that answers question 1. Question 2. Having Mars and Gemini can make it hard to get long-term goals done. Well, god damn it. There we have it. I'm simply interested in too many things. God damn it. There we have it. Any advice on how I can change my life and become so he wants to know what I was just explaining. One of the issues is that he gets bored easily. The reason you get bored easily is because people don't move at the speed of light. You want people to move at a certain speed. You want people to do what the fuck you want them to do. And if they don't do that, you're going to hit the road. Normally it's the other way around. You have them hit the road. No. Al Tariq's the kind of person, he'll hit the road and leave your ass hanging. His main thing, he doesn't care about quantity. He cares about quality. So if something doesn't seem qualitative or with good quality, he won't deal with it. So what you have to understand, Al Tariq, everybody doesn't think like you. Everybody does not operate like you. And what you need to do is realize that you are going to have to stand yourself through and be steadfast and stay right there. Steadfast, yep. and help people gain their level of expertise and their quality. Help them get there. And Al Tariq, you like to help people, but helping people on that level, you're not necessarily going to be able to have the patience for that. Then you go into, you need to find the right woman to help. No, a woman is not going to help you with that. No, siree. A change of location and friends. Absolutely. Your friends don't support you, my friend.
Damn.
I want to let you know that off a rip. You don't have supporting friends. Your friends, they're not jealous of you or envy you. They just don't believe in you. So therefore, your friends feel like you full of shit. They will smile in your face, and one of your friends are trying to do the same thing you're doing, but it's whatever. They're not going to make it either.
Wait, so you saying he got some fake ass friends?
Absolutely, yeah.
What the fuck? Do you think they're not believing in him because of the bridges he burnt before?
No, they don't believe in him because of the way he communicates and articulates situations and the many, many works that he's done that he did not finish. But at the end of the day, if you my friend, whether I finish this shit or not.
Shout out to Amber. She don't give a fuck if I don't finish shit. My bitch still there. I love you, girl.
So, vocal coaching business and YouTube channel started. That's going to get you going. Stop worrying about being with other people. Do it your damn self, Al Tariq. Stop that bullshit. Do it yourself. Question number 3. What can I do to improve my 4 pillars of life? Which is health, wealth, and love. You want love, especially in happiness. So, overview for the future for that. You are going to have a very challenging time finding love because of your personality. You're not a woman's man. You are very, very emotional. You require a lot of attention, which is okay. And you're not affectionate enough as you should be. But you open yourself up like you're affectionate, like a fishing rod. You reel the bitch in there and bring her out and throw her ass right back in that motherfucker. And because you would like, come on, I love you. I'm emotional. I'm affectionate. I love. And all of a sudden, she come up in that bitch. You have no fucking clue. There's no love. I love you. I really do. All right. Thanks for being here. Thank you. I love you so much. About to watch TV.
Hello.
Your mind is now watching TV. Now act like you want my love.
I love you.
What for? What? I'm watching fucking TV.
I thought we was here together.
The fuck?
Why did you bring me on?
I'm fuck it. I can't take this shit no more. Fuck it.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's Al Tariq.
You need to stop doing that bullshit. For
Al
real,
Tariq might disagree with that
here.
because Al Tariq, he wants to believe that he loves hard. He loves hard. But the thing about human nature, we do not identify how we interact, how we act with people until somebody brings it to our attention. Because we act like the fucking victim every motherfucking second of the day. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. And it's like, okay, you're the fucking victim. And the whole time, you're the fucking predator. Or the alien. I don't know what the fuck you are.
Is that common for Virgos? Because they always be wanting to be the victim in the situation.
That's what I say. Virgo equals victim. So it's VI.
They both V's. Just
fuck it. VI. VI stands for Virgo. VI stands for victim. And again, I ain't gonna sit here and I ain't gonna throw my Virgos under the bus like that. I ain't gonna do that.
Virgos, but y'all do be doing that
bullshit. I love me some
bullshit.
Virgo. I ain't gonna lie. Virgos, y'all know y'all like to make that money. Yes.
Motherfucking shmoney.
Absolutely, that money. That's shmoney. And that's what they do. I can rocks with that. I'm Scorpio. We gonna make money. You know, that's how we gonna roll.
All right.
And question 3, back to that overview, love, don't count on it at this moment in time. Work on yourself. Mature up some. Health, drink more water. That sounds cliche as fuck. That's your problem. You're not. What, I drink water, James? What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. Drink some more water.
Shit.
Your health will be better. You'll get your skin cleared up more. You'll do more things.
Okay, so Davina, I know I reached out to you on Facebook, girl. I told you we was gonna do your reading because I received your email, but apparently it's some deep shit going on, and we don't want to put that on this motherfucking episode.
I want to talk to you independent individually. I'm gonna give you a free reading over the phone, 45-minute reading. So
look at that. That's a blessing, girl.
because I want to talk to you. You better thank Brittany for that.
Praise him.
Miss Brittany Victoria.
Anyway, so that is all I really got for y'all today. So in my thoughts over the episode, I just want to say, save your money. Stop giving it to the church and pay that light bill that you got behind. Don't you give that light bill money to that church. Also, I got to reference the Scare Winds trip that's coming up October 7th. Everybody gonna be out there. You know, it's the pre-turn up for James' birthday or whatever.
What? The whole month of October. I don't know if y'all knew that. The whole month of October.
It's going to fuck down. My scary ass
has been
gonna be out
dedicated
there.
to me.
You know what? I'm not doing this to you. Anyway.
Y'all know God gave me the month of October. It used to be the 10th month. It was only go up to 10 months, and then they added 2 other months.
James, I'm not doing this with you. Look, y'all, I wish I could turn the camera and look at his. This girl is fucking crazy. Anyway. So make sure you there, because we are going to be out there turned the fuck up. Even my scary ass. I'm scared of every motherfucking thing.
We're going to the upside down clown house. Nita, you bringing your ass.
I'm going to be right beside James, touching his cloth. What
the garment. The garment.
I'm out there touching James' garment. Look, I ain't playing with y'all. Don't try to scare me, because I will punch a bitch. Stop fucking playing with me. Anyway.
Y'all about to scare Wiz actors. Oh my God, she's going to punch a bitch. Damn.
Goddamn. Makeup gonna be all fucked up. Don't fuck with me.
She gonna have on up make. The fuck?
Anyway.
Foundation gonna have on goddamn with the damnation.
I'm not fooling with y'all. Okay, listen. So if you got some dream interpretation you want done, questions, comments, thoughts, questions you want answered, please email me. LTS Radio at jamescatoe.com. And we out, baby.
Holla.